This is Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I am talking to my man from Hawaii, who also lives over here in Pennsylvania, in Lancaster. My man Avery Sanchis has a fight coming up on Friday the 13th, Art of War 15. Avery, before we talk about fights, tell me how you're feeling. I seen a picture of your beautiful daughter online. Tell me how you're feeling physically and emotionally.
I feel good, man. I'm mentally ready for war always. I got prepared physically for war. My daughter, yeah, she's getting big, getting sassy. I'm ready to bring this belt back home to her. Ain't nothing more to it.
All right, listen, before we talk about this fight coming up at this Art of War, let's talk about real quickly a couple shows ago, Art of War in Philly, and they were looking for an opponent, a last second opponent. And I get to the weigh ins and they say, Avery Sanchez is driving in from Lancaster. I said, what? How the hell did he take a fight? So talk to me about that. You took a fight like with a couple hours' notice. It didn't happen because the state wouldn't approve it because he was heavier than you. But just give me a quick synopsis of the situation, how it went down.
Yeah. So the last art of war. Apparently there's some big scary dude or whatever. Nobody wanted to fight. His opponents kept pulling out. The day of the weigh-ins or whatever, Mike Bickens calls me and he says he needs an opponent. And I live 2 hours away from Philadelphia. It's a 2 hour drive from Philadelphia. So he called me 3 hours before and said, "Hey, can you get here? Can you make weight? Can you fight?" And I said, "Yeah." I showed up to fight. Us Hawaiians, we're always ready to fight. I drove 2 hours down to Philadelphia, gained 7 pounds on the 2 hour drive down there, eating soft pretzels, drinking carbonation, doing whatever I can to make weight for this dude. I think I gained a total of like 7.4 pounds to show up to fight. This dude still didn't make weight, and yeah, I was pretty mad about that. I was pretty upset I didn't get the fight. I even walked over to him and his coaches after. I said, "Hey, we can go to your gym and we can beat the fuck out of each other for the next couple of hours if you want." And they weren't really down for that, but it is what it is. I'm about to, fight here soon, so just ready to do this.
All right, listen, Friday the 13th, Art of War 15. Your opponent, John Garbarino. John is a very popular guy. He sells tons of tickets. He has a lot of fans, has a good record. I believe he's 3-1, and he has a boxing background. I know that you have, before you started MMA, you did a lot of kickboxing over there in Hawaii and a lot of street fighting. Talk to me about how you see this fight and talk about your opponent.
And man, I see this being a stand up fight. I'm prepared to walk in there and box. Everybody's making this guy out to be some great Philadelphia boxer, some hot shot Italian Philadelphia box. The only Italian great boxer that I've ever known from Philly was Rocky, and he's fake. So I mean, if dude wants if he wants to box, we can stand in the pocket. I'll Paulo Creed his Italian ass and maybe lay him down at the Rocky steps because he wants to be Rocky so bad. I got nothing bad to say about John though. I hear he's a respectful, nice young man. I never attacked the dude personally. I just don't feel like there's any threat in this big boxing game that everybody keeps talking about. So we can stand and trade all night.
Do you think this will go to distance, or do you think that you're going to knock him out?
I think that it's gonna be a war. I think that there's gonna be a lot of blood, and I don't think that he has the heart to beat me. I think that it's gonna end however I want it to end. If that's me butchering him for 3 rounds, and it's me butchering him for 3 rounds. If he can't take a shot, then he's gonna go down in the first. It's not a hard fight to call. He's gonna get punched a lot and maybe punch me a couple times.
You like those kicks too, man. I've seen you fight a couple times. I know you like to soften your guys up with those kicks, so I wouldn't be surprised to see kickboxing right in the center of the cage. Listen, this is also a fight where you're not cutting weight. You actually have to put a few pounds on. Uh, does that help you? Like instead of cutting weight, are you able to what are you able to do more weight work or you're doing a little bit of bulking? You think that's going to help you instead of cutting weight? You think you'll be stronger? What about your cardio since you're going to be putting more weight on?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a fight. To me, it's just one person in front of you is who has more heart. I am gaining a lot of weight for this fight. I was 157 when I got the call to fight this dude. Again, nobody wanted to fight this guy, some great boxer or whatever. So I'm gaining up to 180 to fight this guy. I got 6 more pounds to go. I currently weigh 174 right now. I feel a lot stronger. I feel bigger and healthier. The basics. my cardio needs a little bit work because I gained so much weight, but I ain't gonna need cardio for this fight, man. It's just it's gonna be over quick. So
Wow. Okay. It's going to be over quick. Well, you know, a lot of times those grinding fights up against with the clenching up against the cage and a lot of, grappling and dirty boxing, they're the ones that are even more grueling. When you're standing in the middle of the cage throwing, like you said, it seems like the cardio isn't quite, it's always important. Don't get me wrong.
mm,
But in that kind of fight where it's more distance and kicking and punching, you're able to breathe and the cardio isn't quite as intensified. So, listen, before we go, give some shout outs or some love. I know that you love this sport and you give a lot to it. You're dedicated. Give some love out and some shout outs.
yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mike for another opportunity to showcase my skills on his platform, and I want to say thank you to everybody back home. You know, I'm out here fighting for you guys, freezing for you guys. I love you, Ella Ray. Daddy's gonna bring home that belt. Ain't nothing more to it. You know, I'm here to fight, man. Johnny wants to box. We can box all night. Just make sure he sticks to his word. We can stand in the pocket. Simple as that.
Well, listen, your mom was in boxing me and she was telling me, so she was mad. So she said, you better come home with this victory or she's going to have to hop on a plane and get over here herself. So you better keep mama happy.
Yeah, definitely. You know, all women aren't that hard to keep happy. So I'm just gonna knock this dude out, and might make everybody in Philadelphia mad, but mama and my baby's gonna be happy, and that's all that matters.
All right, my man, Avery Sanchez. Have a great fight week leading up fight week. Have a safe trip into Philly. Good luck with your final preparations, and I will see you at weigh-ins, brother.
I appreciate it, Bob. Let's do this.